Hello and good evening. I have been inundated, just running. This video should have taken me maybe a few minutes, half an hour at most. It's taken now 4.5 days, and I don't have to tell you. You already know how we're getting just fought on whatever it is that we're trying to do. At least that's what it appears and sometimes feel like. But anyway, this is going to be a short video. I'm just going to read some notes that I've jotted down, and it'll be self-explanatory when you hear what it is that I'm writing about. I'm writing about the purpose of these videos, so bear with me and give me your ear, if you will. My name is Brother Joseph Lewis, and I thank you for stopping by this channel. This short video is a brief introduction to help new viewers quickly understand what this channel is all about and why it exists. Though I have several in-depth videos already on these topics, a viewer recently suggested that a quick summary video might help others better understand the context of future content. And well, I agree. So here we go. I'm a longtime member, over 44 years, of an organization known as the United House of Prayer for All People, often referred to as UHOP, United House of Prayer. This is a religious nonprofit organization for over 106 years, and it's based on the scripture found in Isaiah 56 and 7, where it says, "My house shall be called an house of prayer for all people." Now, we go into detail to show what that really means in the videos, and I will be covering that again also, so that we're not being confused by this. But that's the verse that attention is drawn to. The UHOP is led by one man who carries the title of bishop, and it is taught that he is the living prophet God is using today. I rose through the ranks to become one of the most prominent pastors within the organization. However, after more than 26 years as a preacher and a minister, my wife and I uncovered serious violations of our Constitution and governing laws, not just by senior pastors, but by the current bishop himself, along with former bishops and members of the governing body that is used to judge and weigh concerns, known as the General Council. We discovered evidence of a widespread organizational scandal involving the unlawful changing of the Constitution, the manipulation of governmental rules and regulations, and the centralization of power into the hands of a few. Those changes removed powers from the general membership without their true consent or their understanding, while at the same time transferring that power to themselves. Since May 2022, we've attempted to bring these violations to light internally through official procedures, including letters, proposals, and attempts to address the General Assembly, but were blocked at every turn. Instead of transparency, we were met with slander, verbal attacks, and orders from leadership to silence us and discredit our names and reputations. That's when we launched this YouTube channel as a way to reach members and supporters who care about truth, justice, and the integrity of both the faith and the law. Now, just to be clear, we are completely new at this, so the information included here in these videos has no prescribed order of arrangement and at times may appear to be scattered or disheveled. However, you will still feel an urgency to continue watching, because we've always aimed to present nothing but true information to inform our viewers with a genuinely honest and straightforward approach. You'll find within these videos the heartfelt emotions of myself and my wife awakening from indoctrination while pouring out of ourselves as we talk about the unlawful practices of this organization that has destroyed the lives of tens, if not hundreds, of thousands of people along with their families around the country. As a result of our findings, this channel is committed to exposing unlawful acts, misconduct, and corruption within the United House of Prayer leadership, presenting evidence and walking viewers through the violations committed by the leaders of rules, laws, policies, and the Constitution. We'll be helping members understand their legal rights within our and any other nonprofit religious organization. We'll be showing how the teachings of our organization conflict with sound biblical doctrine and offer clear scriptural teachings to help others avoid spiritual deception. We also encourage viewers to evaluate their own religious organizations and ask honest questions. We believe in transparency, accountability, and spiritual truth. If you're a member of the organization or someone from another organization seeking clarity about structure, governance, or doctrine, I invite you to watch the videos, read the documents, and weigh the evidence for yourself. We're not here to tear anyone down. We're here to stand up for righteousness, restore biblical integrity, and hold leadership accountable to the laws that they themselves claim to uphold. Here's a group that we're working on currently. And there's an invitation to stand with us. If you are a current member, past member, or a visitor that's never joined, or anyone who's simply interested in jumping in with us. For over a century, our organization built on the backs of its members and has prospered greatly. Not through fairness or transparency, but through silence, control, and the systemic exploitation of those it claimed to serve. The time for silence is now over. We're calling on 500 individuals interested in becoming a part of this movement to change the organization for the good and get things back in line with the law so that we can help those in need. Well, you can join, and not just for yourself, but for every person who has ever been taken advantage of, silenced, or manipulated under the weight of broken promises and hidden truths. This isn't just about fixing a broken system. This is about reclaiming dignity, restoring integrity, and reshaping a future where accountability is not optional, it's actually going to be demanded. Truth matters, justice matters, and yes, people do and always have mattered. By joining our cause, you aren't just signing onto a movement, you're lending your voice to a rising wave of change that can't be ignored. You're declaring that a century of injustice is long enough. Send your names, addresses, age, and phone numbers to We Stand For Right 2024 at gmail.com. We Stand For Right 2024 at gmail.com. Let me say this. Once we reach 500, I'll inform you on what we're going to do next before it's done, to make sure we keep you all informed and remain completely transparent. Nothing will be done using your information, and nobody, I repeat, nobody will see this list. I will have this information only, myself and my wife, so that I can contact you directly if need be. And my wife assists and she helps out wherever she can, whenever she has the time to do so. This process that we're going to be utilizing should only take a few weeks after this list is complete to do what's necessary to bring this entire situation once and for all to a close. And by a few weeks, I literally mean as few as 3 weeks to at most 5 or 6 weeks. And it'll be done. The only thing that may be needed after that is a form that I will make you all aware of. But as far as what the people need to do, as far as what else needs to take place, it'll be completely over with. And everything after that, to fix anything internal, it'll be written up. The members will be made aware beforehand, and everything again will be remaining completely transparent. But after we get at 500, done. And I mean done. This is not going to be something where we're going to need to rely on anyone whatsoever. It'll be done. We don't need millions. We don't need thousands. We only need 500 people to say no more. Enough is enough. And well, quite frankly, the question is, will you be one of them? If you're in a household, you all don't like what's going on, send the names of those individuals and their ages as well. One address, one phone number is sufficient for a household. And that'll be that. Join us, speak truth, demand justice, and let us all stand up and rise that we may make a difference. The stance that we take tomorrow will be the change that's needed. The stand that we take today will be the change that will take place on tomorrow. I am tired. The point is, what we do today is going to make things better later. And by later, I mean it's not going to take but a few days to begin to resolve what's taken place in the organization, to begin to put things back in order. And it should be just maybe a few weeks to 1, maybe 2 months after this is done before the organization can begin to help the individuals that are in need around the organization. And the assistance that will be given by the organization will not be restricted to members only. Okay, so for the first time in the history of this organization, we'll be making preparation to begin to do what we thought was being done in the first place, and that is being a part of a nonprofit organization so that we could be helping a cause that is so very needed. Problem is, never in a day has this organization done anything to help a specific cause. And this is, again, what we're producing in these videos. So with that, thank you for watching. I pray that this channel is a source of insight, courage, and truth. And I hope that it touches you as you seek to walk rightly before God. Until next time, may you live and walk in such a way that our Father in heaven can be pleased with you, that he'll smile upon you and rain down abundant blessings for your health, yourself, and your loved ones. With that said, I'll see you in the next video.